Hey guys, I'm Savannah. So the hardest part for me about eating healthy has always been the fact that I am, my family. It's hard to eat healthy when you're the only one in a food-centered relationship that has any desire, concern whatsoever of being healthy, right? And so we eat a lot with our families, and my nuclear family, my husband is a very picky eater. He's a very meat, cheese, potato guy. My children are getting less picky. Like, my son's more likely to pick a salad now than he is a cheeseburger, so little wins there. But I've always said that, so food has always been one of my biggest struggles, as it is most of our biggest struggles. And I've always said that if I could live by myself and not ever see anyone, then I would do wonderfully. I would do perfectly with my diet, because I'm really good at not buying the things and that I don't need to eat. And I'm really good at not ordering the things that I don't need to order. But I'm really bad. My weakness comes from when someone puts something in front of me that I shouldn't be eating. If someone puts a yeast roll in front of me, I am eating that yeast roll. If someone puts a cookie in front of me, I am eating that cookie. So, but I'm not going to go out and get it on my own accord. So that's always been a really big problem for me, especially since I hate to cook. I've never been the one to cook. Everybody else wants to cook, and so I let them, but they want to cook the things that they want to eat, which is, your standard American diet stuff, pasta and fried chicken and burgers and those kinds of things. And so it's been hard for me, especially since I have a lot of dietary restrictions, per se, that have gotten worse over the years and that have forced me into stepping up and making sure I have the things that I'm allowed to eat. And because I break out in eczema really bad, like head to toe, inflamed, itchy miserableness if I eat soy and possibly dairy. I'm not sure about that one yet. We're working on it, because I've been dairy free for years anyway, but I had some the other day and caused a reaction, so I don't know. We're working on it. But I think of it as I had all of these years to figure out my dietary problems, or lifestyle or whatever. I couldn't do it, so the universe forced me to. Which, in a way, I appreciate. In a way, it's annoying, but, there are worse things to deal with it. Sure. So, how I have been managing that has been to pack my lunch and just 100% take my own dietary needs under my own responsibility, to make sure that I'm eating what I can eat and avoiding what I can't eat. And like I said, it's different for me because I have to avoid some of these things because of allergies and whatnot. So, if I didn't have to, like I used to not have to, then I was totally flaky with it. I was not 100% on cue with that at all. So I understand it's hard. Food is an addiction, but it's worse because it's an addiction that nobody recognizes as an addiction. So everybody's always like, here, take the food that you should not be eating and eat it. So, in a way, my dietary restrictions, my allergies helps me do that. So I have a little bit of an unfair advantage in that way. But what I've been doing is packing my lunch and taking it everywhere I go. So, if we're in town and my family's hungry, then we can stop anywhere and get them something, and I can just eat my snacks or my meal that I packed. And I food prep a lot. So, I'll food prep some sweet potato toast so that I have that ready and on hand. I'll cut up some fruits and veggies so that I have that on hand so that it's easy and I can just jump in there in the fridge and grab whatever I want and snack right then and there. I don't have to go through the whole process of cooking because I hate to cook. I'll prep some rice so that I can just warm that up or eat it cold with some ginger and seaweed, call it sushi. I'll prep some quinoa. That heats up lovely. Like, it heats up just like it's fresh, so you won't notice a bit of difference with quinoa, and that's wonderful. Been prepping a little bit of, I've been experimenting with prepping other things, like making my own plant milk, which is surprisingly super easy to do. And I'll have the recipes to all of these and some spreadsheets for easy navigation and stuff in the Body Buddha course, which you can find under courses at earthandwater.co or in the link below. I'm sure I'll link it below. So you can get all that easy and whatnot. But when I do cook, I cook things that I want to eat and that I can eat. And because the way I see it, you know, mothers especially, we have this pressure to provide for our family and make sure our family's eating and whatnot. And if they don't eat what we cook, then we have the urge to cook them something else, or navigate their preferences just to make sure they get some food. Well, I have stopped doing that. When I cook, I make something that I want to eat, that I can eat, and my thing is, either you can eat it or you can find yourself something to eat. It's not my responsibility to make sure that you have what you want. It's my responsibility that you have food to eat, okay? If you don't want to eat the food that I'm providing for you, that is your problem that you can go fix, okay? And I do this with my kids, and I do this with my husband. I provide food on a schedule. If you don't want to eat the food, then you can go figure it out yourself. And that has taken a lot of stress off of me, and made things a lot easier for me. And we have, at first, you know, there was a little bit of rebellion there, but they have learned, and they have been like, you know what, okay, it's my job to take my own stuff into my own responsibility and whatnot. And it's worked out. It's worked out a lot. So that's what I recommend doing for that. If you go out to eat with your family, you know, just do your best. Try to do some homework to see, you know, where has good options, and just make better decisions when you get there. And if someone sticks a yeast roll in front of you and you have no dietary allergies or any reasons and you really want it, then don't beat yourself up about it if you eat it. And if you go to a family member's house where they've cooked, you can either also, you can eat before, you can bring your own food with you, or you can navigate it the best you can during the situation. You know, and like I said, it's a little bit harder for me because I have dietary issues or restrictions where I like literally can't eat some of this stuff, so people are more understanding when I don't eat the food they cook. But you know, use it. Just be like, I have dietary restrictions. Dietary restrictions is a broad term that, you know, that kind of sounds like you literally cannot eat it, but, you know, it could also mean you have decided that you will not. You have restricted yourself to a diet, and you are following it. And you don't have to explain yourself, and you don't have to, you know, but if they press, then, you know, that's a situational thing that you're going to have to figure out on your own. Sorry. But, yeah, so that's how I've been navigating eating healthy when my family doesn't, because that's a really big problem I've come in contact with. But yeah, so follow Body Buddha, and link below or under courses at earthandwater.co. Subscribe, like, turn notifications on, follow me on all the social media handles, and I'll see you in the next one.